So artificial intelligence is pretty much rewriting our world, right? And now it's coming for our closets. But as AI and fashion start to collide, we've got to ask a really crucial question. Is it going to create a more inclusive vision of beauty, or is it just going to reinforce the same old narrow standards we've seen for decades?
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Can this powerful technology actually fix one of fashion's most persistent problems, its lack of diversity? Or are we about to see those same old biases amplified on a scale we've literally never seen before? That's the conflict we're exploring today.
I mean, for decades, fashion has been defined by these super narrow beauty standards. But then you look at AI, and on paper, it seems like the perfect solution. It promises things like unlimited casting, the ability to generate any look, any body type, any ethnicity instantly. It sounds like a total dream for diversity, but the reality, well, it's a whole lot more complex. Okay, so here's how we're going to break this all down. We'll start with the dream, what AI could do for diversity. Then we'll pull back the curtain on the bias hidden in the machine. From there, we'll explore a framework for a better future, and finally, we'll look at the critical choice we all have to make. All right, let's start with the dream of diversity, because when it's used thoughtfully, AI can radically, and I mean radically, improve representation in ways traditional fashion never could. There are really three key benefits to talk about here. First, unlimited casting choices, which frees brands from the old physical limitations. Second, way better size and fit representation, which is a total game changer for online shopping. And third, it lets brands test more inclusive concepts much, much faster. Let's just focus on that e-commerce point for a second, because it is huge. Imagine you're shopping online, and instead of just seeing a sweater on a standard size extra small model, you can see it on a body that actually looks like yours with realistic drape and fit. This takes you, the customer, from just guessing and hoping for the best to having genuine confidence. And this is the result you get, a real emotional connection. When a customer feels truly seen, it builds this powerful sense of brand trust. You know, it's a shift from just selling a product to actually reflecting a community. But, of course, there's a problem. The exact same technology that promises this inclusive utopia also has a dark side, a hidden trap that could amplify the very biases we're all trying to escape. And this brings us to the bias in the machine. Because if we're not careful, AI can quietly and very efficiently make fashion's diversity problem much, much worse. So here's the crucial point. It's called training data bias. AI models learn from the gigantic library of images that already exist out there. Now, if that library is overwhelmingly full of thin bodies, Eurocentric features, and lighter skin tones, well, what do you think the AI learns is the default human? It learns our existing biases, and then it just replicates them. The consequences of this are very real. The AI will literally autocomplete our prompts towards those narrow beauty standards. It'll underrepresent entire ethnic groups, and it will struggle to realistically render things like diverse hair textures or specific facial features, which effectively erases them from its vision of beauty. This creates two major risks. The first is what you might call tokenism at scale, where brands can easily just generate a diverse-looking model to check a box without making any real meaningful change. The second is unhealthy perfection, using AI to create these digitally impossible beauty standards that erase all human texture. So, we have the dream on one side and the danger on the other. The question is, what now? Fortunately, there's a framework for using this powerful tool responsibly. According to the experts at Noir Star Models, it all starts with a set of ethical principles. And the most important one? Diversity has to be the starting point, not an afterthought. This means thinking intersectionally about race, body size, age, and gender. It means respecting cultures, not just appropriating them for some kind of exotic flavor. And it means embracing realism, not erasing all human texture. These principles lead to 4 really actionable steps for any brand. 1. Set clear representation goals. 2. Audit your current visuals to find the gaps. 3. Use AI to test and validate your inclusive concepts. And 4, and this is the most crucial step, make diversity a permanent part of your brand, not just a one-off campaign. So this brings us to our conclusion. The future of AI and fashion, it isn't something that's just going to happen to us. It's a choice. A choice that designers, marketers, and all of us as consumers are actively making right now.
And maybe the most important thing to remember is this. AI isn't inherently good or bad. It's an amplifier. It takes our intentions and, yes, our biases, and just makes them louder, faster, and more widespread.
So, the two paths forward are crystal clear. On one side, you have AI used without thought. That leads to bias at an industrial scale and makes tokenism easier than ever. But on the other side, you have AI used with care and with intention. That can highlight identities that have been ignored for far too long and build powerful consumer trust.
AI is already changing fashion. That's not up for debate. The real question, the one we all need to ask, is this: who will be in charge of making these new images of beauty? Because the answer to that is going to define our culture for years to come.